we're going to continue with the slow Morse course, but I have a couple of comments to make before we really get stuck into it, especially for people who are still learning and have got into CW. One of the mistakes that we make, or a habit, is that when we're learning, we do tend to send faster than we can receive. And often this is an unconscious thing because of the excitement of having a contact. And we've got to sort of pull back on the reins and slow down a bit because, and I've done it myself, even happens today when you get excited with a particular call sign, or it's the distance, or it's somebody you haven't caught up with for a long time. And you start rattling away on the key, and then you realize, oh, hang on a minute, I'm going far too fast. Probably sending faster than I can accurately receive. And the key word is accurately. So, learning CW, yes, I know it's a slow to start, but even so, accuracy is the key. So do bear that in mind. The other fault we make is trying to guess what the word is that's coming. And that's why this practice using foreign call signs that come at you at random is a very good way to practice your CW. But journalizing, trying to guess the word that's coming, can also distract you from not only the word that is coming, and you might get it right, but you'll be in a different sort of headspace because you're starting to think in terms of wondering what the word is that's coming rather than copying the letters or the characters. Anyway, let's continue. This is Nick, VK7 Whiskey with the slow Morse course, now switching to CW. And these are call signs that are coming at you, international call signs from the ARRL DXCC list. Please stand by. This is VK7 Whiskey, switching to CW. Right. Let's see how we went. Those were the first 10 call signs, and they were as follows. And for those of you who can copy CW, do you know what countries they were? Romeo Alpha 3 Delta Echo Quebec, RA3DEQ, followed by Oscar Lima 8 Romeo, followed by November 5 Tango Sierra Lima, Sierra Papa 2 Zulu India Echo, Victor Echo 6 Echo Tango Tango, Juliet Hotel 8 X-Ray Tango Victor, Whiskey Alpha 2 Echo Lima Whiskey, November 8 Foxtrot Lima Zulu, and Delta Mike 2 Charlie Hotel Kilo, and the final one was Sierra Papa 9 Lima Whiskey, or as some stations would say, Sugar Papa 9 London Washington. Well, they have their own phonetics, I guess, but we're going to continue with a bit more here. And I can see, no, Jordan, it was Whiskey Alpha 2 Echo Lima Whiskey. Didn't send a V, no. Unless somebody might be spoofing me and slipping in a letter there. How about that? That'll keep you on your toes. Now, when you're learning CW, there may be a time where you sort of get two characters mixed up, like the letter J and now let's talk in terms of the letter D and the letter U, getting them round the wrong way. I don't want to confuse things, but if that does happen, then you need to sit down and just work on those characters. And I'm looking at the Discord channel, and Jordan put up his decoding, and he said J's and 1s, H and 5. And of course, a J is di-da-da-da, whereas a number 1 is di-da-da-da-da. And an H, dit-dit-dit-dit, as opposed to dit-dit-dit-dit-dit. So there's the difference between the H and the 5. And yes, it's easy to do. And if it's static, if there's static or crashes from the gods of the ether from lightning strikes, and it takes out part of a character, part of a letter or a number, then you just have to guess, unless it gets sent twice. And that's why in difficult conditions, whether it's QSB fading, whether it's man-made interference, QRM, or QRN, that's atmospheric interference, Quebec Romeo Nancy or November, as opposed to Quebec Romeo Mike, man-made, then perhaps you should consider sending the important bits of your message twice, like QTH name and signal strength. Right, let's continue. This is VK7 Whiskey with the slow Morse course. Please stand by, switching to CW. a bit of a surprise, wasn't it? Speeding it up, and I didn't repeat the call signs. And this is what I sent. And the characters suddenly increased in speed, but because it's the Farnsworth method, you should be able to copy them, and you'll get more used to that as we continue on. Right, the first call sign I sent, after having sent DE oval from VK7WW, and the context separator da-da-da-da-da, was November 5 Kilo Romeo, followed by Delta Hotel 1 Alpha Tango, followed by Uniform Tango 2 India Oscar, followed by Kilo Romeo 2 Juliet, and Whiskey 4 Victor Quebec. And that's when it started to get a little bit faster. Hotel Kilo 3 Papa X-Ray Alpha, Kilo 7 Zulu Charlie, Hotel Bravo 9 Echo Bravo Yankee. Sorry, no, that was incorrect. I didn't send Echo Bravo Yankee. I sent Hotel Bravo 9 Foxtrot Romeo Yankee. It's all right. Rest easy, Jordan. You got it right. Charlie Oscar 2 Papa Hotel was the next one, and the last one in that little group was Delta Lima 5 Bravo Alpha Whiskey. Delta Lima 5 Bravo Alpha Whiskey. Right. And then I ended up with the context separator and DE oval from VK7WW, and end of message, di-da-di-da-dit, da-di-da. End of message, the A and the R conjoined pro signs. We should do a whole lot of pro signs next week. Good evening to you, Kevin, VK3 Alpha Charlie Uniform. As well, sorry, VK3 Kilo Echo Victor Kevin and Jordan are both on the Discord channel, and I've just been seeing what the decodes are from Jordan. He does find it typing left-handed when he's also holding on to a beer and pizza at the same time. Right. We're going to continue at the higher speed, but I'll continue with the Farnsworth method. Let's see how you go with this little lot. well, I hope you copied all of that. Now, of course, the characters were being sent at a much faster rate, but of course, I was leaving gaps in between each character, and you should have been able to copy them if you've now got your ear in, because sometimes it does take a bit of a warm-up just to get started. And if you really want to get excited about CW and completely exhausted, then this weekend is for you. Because this weekend is the Remembrance Day contest. And there are lots of categories you can enter, but there will be lots of activity. Australia, New Zealand, New Guinea. It's a Remembrance Day contest to remember those radio amateurs who lost their lives in the Second World War as radio operators. So do have a tune. It only goes for 24 hours, starts at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 0300 hours UTC, and then goes through for 24 hours to 0259. So, have a listen round. Certainly on all bands. You may even want to take part of the contest, but you do have to log it and submit your log, and the suggested logger is November 1 Mike Plus, the N1MM Plus logger, which I'm trying to set up on my computer and not having much luck at the moment. Anyway, we'll see how we go. Even if I don't get it set up and I don't enter the contest, I will be there giving away some contacts, and I'll keep a pencil log. Now, the only thing you have to exchange on this contest, a report, but more importantly, the number of years that you have been a licensed amateur. And I know that there may be a couple of people who haven't got many years under their belt, which will probably surprise and delight other radio amateurs if they were to send 1, 2, or 3. In my case, I'll be sending 57. It's 57 years since I was first licensed. And I didn't use CW very much. It's only since I'm retired that I've got back into it. Anyway, it's a wonderful hobby. Let's continue with a little bit more CW in the few minutes remaining. VK7 Whiskey, switching to CW. an interesting little lot. I've lost my place, that's why I was sending a few V's to start with. Yes, right, here we go. The first one was Alpha 35 Delta Lima, followed by Uniform Alpha 3 Lima Papa Mike, except I missed out the number 3, didn't I? So it was UALLPM, sorry, Uniform Alpha Lima Papa Mike, followed by Juliet Alpha 1 Lima November Zulu, Delta Lima 3 Hotel Sierra Foxtrot, Kilo 3 Zulu Juliet, and Kilo Delta 3 Romeo Foxtrot, Sierra Papa 2 India Uniform, and India 1 Mike Quebec, Yankee Bravo 5 Zulu Alpha Papa, interesting call sign, and the final one was Kilo Uniform 4 Victor Echo. Now I speeded it up for a reason. I want you to get used to rhythms at different speeds, and you'll probably notice how it becomes so familiar. You're probably used to my call sign, and that's why I tend to send my identification, particularly at the end of each little section, without using the Farnsworth method, so you get an idea of the actual rhythm.